Good morning. In the 1500s, soon after the discovery of the New World, Europeans began making the long journey across the ocean in hope of finding something. Some were searching for a new life, others wanted adventure, others wanted to explore, some wanted religious freedom, and then there were others in search of gold. Gold, gold, gold. One Spanish man, I may not be pronouncing his name, excuse me and forgive me for mispronunciation, but his name was Ponce de Leon. Ponce de Leon. And he was one of the first men to explore Puerto Rico, Mexico, and parts of Florida. There's a little town about 10, 15 miles before you get to Panama City, Ponce de Leon. And it's just a small little town, and that's where the name originated from. But it was his quest to find gold. And he had many encounters with the Indian tribes. He escaped with his life many, many times. But these Indians had stories about gold and how that the gold would bubble up from the ground, and he was really intrigued that he would get a pot of gold and he'd be set for life. Early on his explorations, he also heard about this water or this spring that bubbled up from the ground. And they say that this spring had magical powers, and anyone who drank this water, their disease was gone. They were cured. No more physical problems. Their bodies were restored. Their youth was restored again. It was appropriately called the Fountain of Youth. Some people still today, if you drink this, you'll get rid of this, and you'll never have a belly again. If you drink this, you'll be back, you'll be youthful, you'll have vitality, you'll never have any problems. He made this his goal. He made this his lifelong pursuit, to find the fountain of youth. He was unsuccessful. He died in 1521, a poisoned arrow in his back. Today we haven't changed much. We're still longing for that mystical fountain of youth. That's why we get these facials, Botox, fillers. We want to inject these chemicals into our wrinkles, and we want to hold back the years of time. And we want to look handsome and young, and no more wrinkles and all the rest of it. Facelifts. Belly suctions and other suctions elsewhere. Let's get the fat out of there. We want to look and feel like, people say to me all the time, why don't you get a little color in your face? We want that youthful glow. By the way, that youthful glow leads to the leather look tomorrow. That sunbed, not beautiful. Oh, you gotta get that youthful glow. Let me tell you what it leads to, the leathery look tomorrow. But centuries before this man, there was a lady who would get up every day with her little buckets or little containers, And she wasn't looking for the fountain of youth. She was looking for enough water to get her through today. She wasn't looking to be younger. Really, her younger days had probably passed her by. People in life had probably used her up. She had outlived her usefulness, and now they've thrown her away. Have you ever felt worn out, used up? Everyone making demands on you. The husband, the children, the neighbors, the boss. You're trying to make a living. And you're expected to smile and be on top of things and be satisfied. Here's a woman who came to a well. And she had the greatest encounter of her life. Because she met a man called Jesus. Jesus Christ, the Messiah from Nazareth. And she came looking for water. And Jesus says, let me tell you about the water. If you drink this water of mine that I give you, you'll never thirst again. It'll be like that fountain springing up within you to eternal life, to eternal youth. Jesus was the only one who truly loved her, not because of what he could get out of her. Jesus was not a conditional lover. Jesus offered her something of value without expecting her to give something back to him in return. And Jesus had a different kind of love, right? God is love. And God wanted to help this woman. God wanted to make this woman whole. God wanted to give this woman a fresh start. That's the sort of Jesus we sing about, we worship week after week after week. He loves you. He wants to give you something that you don't have. He wants to give you life, the abundant life. He doesn't want to rob you or take from you. He wants to give you the abundant life. Trust him. That's our hope. Trust him. That's our only hope. May God bless you.